Hi, Mike Sarah here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust, so you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
And we are back for another episode. It is our 50th episode. It's a milestone. And realistically, we need no introductions. You know who we are, but you're going to get them anyways.
But if you're new, hi, new person. Thank you for listening, new person.
So before the introductions...
Hey, Jeff, thanks for listening.
Who's Jeff?
I don't know. He's listening.
Who the hell is Jeff?
Well, there's probably a few people named Jeff listening.
Yeah, sure.
Probably.
So Mike mentioned that he needs a drink, so before introductions...
Oh, yes, let's please crack them.
Our favorite member of the podcast.
The drinks.
My name is Jake Rikus. I am a service advisor, pen pusher, chair swiveler, paper pusher, whatever you guys want to call me this week. But yeah, I've been doing it for 3 years. I hate myself for doing it, but I'm still here. And to the left of me is Mike Sarah, the Hat Man.
Just a single hat tonight.
Just one hat tonight.
Well, you can't really say hats man.
I'm a hats man.
I'm a hat man.
I'm the hats man.
Wearing a hazmat suit.
What's going on, guys?
Oh,
Mike
gross.
Sarah, senior master technician, shop foreman, transmission technician, and once again, this is Customer States Podcast, where we talk about everything in the automotive industry.
And some things not about the automotive industry at
At
all.
all.
Honestly, most of the podcast is not about the automotive industry. But to my left is our special guest tonight, Nastasia Dodd. Dodd, what's going on? How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys? Well, obviously, we kind of been talking about that forever.
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
No problem. Oh, what was I going to say?
You were gonna say what you were going to do, what you do.
Me? Oh, yeah. I am a diesel technician. I've been in the automotive industry at a diesel level for almost 5 years.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But all around automotive, oh my God.
Well,
10 years?
Don't even judge me.
Wait, how old are you? Just kidding.
Only wrong answers.
Yeah.
63.
Oh, see, that was the wrong answer. I really expected you to say
Only wrong answers.
69.
Oh,
Man,
Nice.
I missed that one.
nice.
And then
Hashtag sell
to
the
my left is Allie.
Thank you, Nastasia. I'm Allie. I'm Allie Paul. Hello.
Hi, Allie.
Hello.
Hi, Allie.
And I work at a car dealership.
Womp, womp.
I am a warranty administrator, warranty professional. I've been doing it. I'm pretty sure it's for 13 years now in May. I'm still not sure if it's 12 or 13. I don't know what happened.
13.
13.
13.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 13.
I would have been
Anyways.
11.
What?
I would have been 11.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So we're like 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
apart,
I'm not the
basically.
youngest here tonight anymore, am I?
No,
No, you're
tonight.
not.
This is the rare occasion.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
For anybody who's not sure, I'm usually the baby.
But now the real baby's the baby.
baby. So if you haven't noticed, our other baby, who we love so much, Mr. Eric.
Montenegro, not here.
Not here.
I miss Eric.
I miss him.
But-
I'm really glad you're here, though.
Yay, thank you.
I mean, of course, yes. Obviously, we're glad that you're here. That goes without saying. But yes, Eric is always missed whenever his presence is at work or here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely quiet at the shop. Especially, it's very noticed when we're on the tool truck. Everybody's like, "Why you guys so quiet?"
Eric's not here.
Not here.
There's no shrieking heard throughout the shop. Yeah, it's sad.
Sorry, that was a bad impression.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody could mimic
Nobody,
his.
yeah,
No.
nobody can match
No.
Eric's
No.
Eric. You know, that's
Actually, Eric sent me a TikTok today that's the person on it sounded, no, that was last night, so much like him. It was like, oh my God, it's your twin.
The 22nd guy.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
yeah,
secretly,
so-
though, Allie's really stoked
Why?
because now you get to love everybody by yourself.
Well,
oh my God.
I told Eric that he should send in for the end of the episode, I love you soundbite. And that I'm going to make Mike play it before mine.
Did you
like, no matter
capture?
what.
Did you capture that little sound snippet that we told you for the last episode?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
good, nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not only is it in the Spotify version or wherever you're listening to our podcast on, but it's also in the YouTube version.
Except for Pandora for some reason.
No, yes, because I don't like Pandora.
Oh, fair enough. There you go.
Yeah, Pandora is really hard to get into, and it's a big Anyway, they want you to be specific to them and nobody else. And
No, screw that.
Not about
gotcha.
that.
Nope.
I want this to be for the masses. I want everybody to be able to
silence us.
listen to the tangents and the craziness that is our podcast.
Hear us roar.
Yeah, because we need
Turn
to
it to
hear,
11 and yank the knob off.
oh yeah. Sorry, it just felt right.
It's all right.
No, but the listeners and the engagement and all of that is the fucking best. And if who's listening on Pandora? Whatever.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm a Spotify and iTunes.
Write in if you're listening to this on Pandora. Oh, wait, you can't. Okay. So, moving forward with
Pandora.
our automotive podcast show.
Yes.
Hey, wait, before we do that,
Yes, please.
thanks, Norm.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you, Norm.
drinks.
Drinks this week are on Norm again.
Nomenclature.
Yeah. Well, no, they're not the fancy mixed drinks.
Yeah, I know.
But these are just regular beverages that Norm supplied for us for various reasons of entertainment. So
Thank you.
we
Thank
greatly
you.
appreciate it, Norm. Thank you. Thank you.
As always.
Yeah. So we had I personally actually had a very interesting thing.
Customer states.
Yeah, a customer states. Thank you for oh, wait.
Customer states.
Sell the bell.
Hashtag sell the bell. So customer states, ever since you did my oil change, my engine cover's missing. Okay. Right?
Pardon?
I like the silence. Like everybody's like, no.
Well, I'm still
Don't
working
you
on the
need that
cricket
for it to,
chirping
like,
things. No,
Yes, you need that to have the engine run.
No, like the decorative cover or the sound deadening cover that goes
okay.
atop the engine when you're like looking at it. Sometimes it says to
Were you thinking,
manufacturer
like,
on
cylinder
it,
heads
or
missing? Oh my god! You guys did my oil change and my cylinder head's missing.
well, that would be a major fuck up.
That would
Yeah.
be. That's amazing.
You know what, sir? I don't know what to tell you, but yes, I can see that is a concern.
How did you get the car here?
So we have this customer come back, and it's an older gentleman, and he's got a newer Fusion, and he's telling us that ever since we did the oil change on his car, he hears this ticking noise, and he noticed that his engine cover is missing. And so, of course, I get called up to the service drive, and hi sir, how's it going? What's going on? He's like, well, I can hear this ticking noise, and the car's off, and so he wants me to, he pops the hood, he wants me to open up the hood, and then he's going to turn the car on and show me the ticking noise. Well, the ticking noise is absolutely normal because it's got the high pressure fuel injectors and high pressure
lifters.
fuel pump. No, it's just the
What
high
about
pressure.
phasers? Are there phasers in this story?
No, not on this model vehicle. But anyway, it's normal noises from this particular engine, high pressure fuel system type noises, right? And we got the little purge solenoid
It
that
is
clicks
noticeable
away.
though. If you weren't
It's
familiar
noticeable
with
for
it,
sure.
it's like, why does it
The
sound
same.
that way?
It's the same with the Mazdas.
But it's normal. It's normal. And so then, after I explained that to him, he feels better because he's taking it on a road trip, right?
Okay.
But first of all, he got his oil changed in October.
Okay.
And this happened Monday.
So he just
this week.
noticed the noise now.
Just noticed the noise now. Just noticed that the engine cover's missing. So I say, what makes you think the engine cover's missing? Because whatever cover comes on this vehicle, there's no need to remove it to do a basic oil change on it. So it's more work for the technician to do that. Why would you think that we would take it off and not put it back on? So he's telling me, well, in the pictures, it was there before. I said, oh, if you have pictures of your car that shows an engine cover on here, well, that's one thing, let me see what you're talking about. And he says, well, in the owner's manual, the picture of it right there. Okay, hold on. You're talking about the picture of the owner's manual? Yeah. Okay. Well, that owner's manual goes in every Fusion made, whether it's your engine or the other engine or the other engine or the hybrid or whatever. And that is not a picture of your car. It's probably not even the same color as your car.
Stock photo in mass.
Some vehicles, even within the same engine group, are equipped with engine covers and some vehicles are not. If this is your first time popping the hood and your only point of reference is the picture in the owner's manual, I would be more than happy to point you over to the parts department and we can price you out and, first of all, see if your VIN even applies for an engine cover, but see if we can price you out an engine cover. But our technicians...
I'll sell you an engine cover right now.
Our technicians aren't going to take, do extra work for nothing. They want to get your car in and out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That engine cover is cut out for a specific hole for the oil fill and a specific hole for the dipstick. There's no need for it to be taken off. Yes.
Thank you.
Hashtag sell the bell. But anyway, it was just a very interesting thing. And it just amazes me, like the thoughts going through some people's heads, like, well, in the picture in Car and Driver, this car has a sunroof on it, but my car doesn't have a sunroof on. Well, sir, that's not your car. It's optioned differently. Like, I just don't know what to tell you. I don't know where people come at with these things.
Yeah.
It's not realistic.
So, and I've got...
Well, it's interesting because, I guess you just fixate on a
Go
noise.
ahead, you can interrupt
once
her.
you hear... Nope,
Just
can't.
kidding.
It's my job. This is the episode where I'm going to interrupt all...
Shenanigans?
Yep. That's what we're doing today.
So how's your tea?
So...
I'm
What about
wired.
your other drink?
You know what? You got to pass. No,
Hey.
How's the weather today? Was it windy? Was it windy over there at your guys' shop?
was it windy 500
If
yards
you keep
away?
this up, she will forget the story.
I will kill you. I've already forgotten the story.
All right, perfect. So I'll go ahead and start. She'll remember, probably not. So I've got...
I'll interrupt you with it.
That's
What I'm
perfect.
going to do. No, Mike knows what it is. What was I talking about?
No, I was pointing at you, waiting for you to go.
No, I don't remember.
Okay.
legitimately
Oh,
what
are
it
we in
was.
school now? We get
I've got...
called on who could talk?
Oh, no. No.
okay.
That was more than me.
You can't raise your hand, you don't remember.
I've got
It was just
two
for fun.
spin-off stories off of that. So for the first one with missing parts or whatever the case, towards the end of the day, like it always is, you're looking forward to leaving and it's only like an hour or half an hour and bullshit always likes to, present its head.
Rear its ugly head towards the end of the day. Yes. of
Always,
course.
without fail.
Right before you're going to leave.
Yep. So we had like 4 cars show up right at the end of the day, all oil changes. And this Mazda 6 pulls up in the very back of the line, and it would have been my up. So I walk out with my clipboard like I always do, and there is a lady that gets out of her car, and she's got a mission, and she looks pissed, and she's beelining it
She's
for
like
me.
power walking to you. You hear like... swish, swish.
Yes, and
Wait.
yeah.
We do have a Foley artist in studio
In studio
today.
today.
So
And she's got the full Karen vibe to her. I'm like, immediately, my brain's like, this is not going to go good. Just batten down and get ready.
what, short red hair?
Short blonde hair, the Karen bob.
It's a specific haircut.
Yeah, it's the Karen bob. So she walks up and she's like, your porter stole my shit. Okay, we're starting off really, really good. And
So
I'm
how
all,
do you... Are you like... how do you approach it?
you kind of...
Are you startled?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's either along...
I don't mean to make light of theft.
Sure. It either is like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, or okay, let's walk through this, see if we can figure out what's going on with her particularly. I'm like, I'm really sorry about that. Can you explain more what happened? And she goes, well, my car was in today to get its rims replaced. And right there, I'm like, I didn't have any cars come through my shop today that got rims replaced. And she's like, well, that's
No
impossible.
rim jobs today.
Oh, boy.
It seems odd also to do at the dealership level unless it's a warranty claim.
Correct. Or if somebody wants to swap from like the chrome to the black. But that's it. We don't do any like customization. So immediately I'm like, I didn't have any cars that came through my shop today that had any rim replacements. And I also, the exact same thing. I'm like,
No rim jobs today?
hey,
It's okay.
love you. And I'm like, usually same thing. Like you said, we're either replacing them because they are factory damaged or, factory error, or somebody just wants the black version of the OEM rims.
Right.
And she's like, well, that's impossible. I know it was here. And I'm like, okay, walk me out to the car. And she's like, see, you guys put these on. And they are some aftermarket fucking sparkler, this, that, and the other. I'm like,
Do they spin?
Yeah, I was
They
going to
spin?
say, she got spinners.
and I'm all like, ma'am, we don't install these. I'm like, we did not do this work. And she's like, that's impossible. When you guys washed it, they took this. And she's like, they probably thought it was trash. It was inside of a old shopping bag wrapped in yellow
It
foam.
was some crack.
And my brain,
She was scratching really hard.
and my brain goes, yeah, somebody probably would have accidentally thrown that away if it was in an old shopping bag wrapped in yellow foam. And I go, ma'am, and she's like, that's impossible. I know it was here. It's like basically in nicer words, don't fuck with me. I know this car was here. And I go, have we seen this car here before? And she's like, what type of question is that? I only bring it here. Okay. So I bring her inside, like, what's your last name? What's your phone number? I'm more than happy to bring up the file. And just to make sure I didn't miss something, being at my desk the whole 9.5 hours I was here.
Yeah.
And so I pull it up and I'm all like, ma'am, the last time you brought this car in, sure enough, we do all of our oil changes. I'm like, the last time this car was in was at the beginning of January of this year. It was not in my shop today. And she kind of looks at me and she steps back and she picks up her phone and just slamming on the buttons.
Jamming on the
jamming on the
screen.
buttons. And she goes, husband's name. Where the hell did you take my car?
Wait, what's the husband's name?
We'll call,
Jerry.
We'll call
Keith.
him.
Oh, Keith. I like Keith.
So goes,
Who names a baby Keith?
yeah, I know.
Get the fuck out of
There
here.
was a certain time period where Keith was like on.
When? I know somebody named Keith, and he's a great guy, but come on, dude.
Almost as bad as
on.
Mike.
But it's Michael.
I'm kidding. My dad's
That's-
name is Mike, so
That's
Must be a
biblical.
great guy.
So she goes, Keith, where the hell did you take my car? What do you mean not to the dealership? So, and it was in that.
She cheated on us.
It was in that sequential order. She goes, where the hell did you take it? What do you mean not the dealership? Oh my God, Keith, I can't believe you. And hangs up.
And her face turns bright red.
The whole, instantaneously, the whole demeanor changes. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He didn't take it here. And I'm all like, I go, what shop did he take it to out of curiosity? And she's like, I don't fucking know. He just took it. So I'm like, I wish you the best of luck. There's the door.
Yeah.
Please go Karen somebody else. So that was that.
so that whole angry speech and everything, she's gonna have to play it all again.
Yep.
She should just recorded it. So
Yep.
Oh, she's got that in memory. She was
listen-
steaming about it all day.
listen.
She was
to
thinking about
this.
it in the car, like she's
Oh, I'm gonna
looking at
go back
herself
there
in the
and get
rear
him.
view
in the
mirror.
mirror, I'm gonna say this.
I'm going to give him a piece of my mind.
Yeah.
And then the second bit of
The
that,
thing that gets Karen's off.
that's what she said. What do you? She's like, where's your manager? I'm the manager.
She's just driving on the way there in different inflection. I need your manager. I need your manager.
No, that's
Who
not
is your manager?
No, that's not right. That's not serious enough. Second portion of that story is how Allie, I love you to death, I really do, but how she thought
here
that
it
that she thought that the cylinder head was missing instead of the engine cover.
Well, okay. In
The
all
top of the
fairness,
engine. She doesn't know
Yeah.
any better. She's a
because,
warranty administrator.
That's what it's called. Like, yeah,
the
you guys,
labor on
I'm
code?
fucking learning.
I'm just
we're just
poking
playing.
fun. Just poking fun.
So
True.
Samantha is throwing her listening device across the room right now.
So my tech, Mr. Ugga actually,
Okay.
Oh yes,
Hi.
yes. Yeah.
the same one.
Remember that?
No, I'm laughing at myself yesterday because I was tightening the wrench and I'm like, my old coworkers would have said ugga dugga. Okay, tight.
So Mr. Ugga had a cylinder head he had to replace. we finally got the parts from indefinite back order. He got lucky, or we got lucky. We got all the parts.
Everyone got lucky.
Everybody got lucky. And he's 85, almost 90% done with the job.
I think it's 85, 90 years old. I was like, whoa, Mike's age over there.
And jokes. And I'm walking over towards the parts department, and his bay sits basically
it's like conjoined.
like kitty corner, basically, to the back entrance of the parts department.
Right.
At a 90-degree angle.
And I overhear him go,
Parts department adjacent.
yeah, exactly. And I hear him ask one of our parts associates, are these at the local warehouse?
Oh.
And I'm all like, fuck.
What did he do?
So he misplaced one of the bolts, and I can't remember if it was one of the stretch bolts or just one of like the small little head bolt, whatever the case was. It was a tiny little bolt, and it's the specific one. It's got
a little head bolt.
it's the one that's got the smaller circumference thread to the thicker actual solid rod
Wow.
to the top of the hex head. And
Go on.
and he goes, so are these at the local oh my god.
Go
on.
Oh my god, it took you long
Yeah,
enough.
sorry. Never mind. And he goes, are these at the local warehouse? So I'm listening, and I'm thinking of ways to kind of fuck with them, because I just like to do this with this tech. And I hear them say, yeah, it's at the local warehouse. And keep in mind, this makes it this much better. He has already resealed the top of the head. He's put everything pretty much back on. It's one of the exterior bolts. And if you remember the cylinder job that I talked about at the one lady who I had the cylinder head replacement,
Yep.
one of the lifters failed. So we had to yank it all apart, replace all the lifters, and it was making a ticking noise. And I go, man, dude, wouldn't that be really shitty if that bolt was inside of the head?
Oh my god. Nothing is fucked here.
And his face, he's kind of like, oh, fuck you, dude. I'm going to have to take it apart now. So he starts to grab his tools.
This happened before,
And-
right? No, there was something
No.
where something that was
That was the lifters failed that was making that. So he starts grabbing his tools, and I'm like, dude, this is worrying me that this joke that I'm being severely joking, that you're about ready to yank this fucking engine apart because you think a bolt's in the fucking engine compartment. The engine assembly.
So I kid you not, I still, after all of these years of working on cars, I still wake up in the middle of the night or on my way home from work. Oh fuck! Did I tighten that bolt? Or like, oh, did I put that thing back in? It's always
That's what she said.
it's always going to plague you. I think. I mean, listeners can write in and tell me if I'm wrong, or can tell me if I'm right. In fact, that might be the poll for this one. But I always think about that kind of stuff.
Any guesses where he found that bolt?
In your pocket?
in his pocket.
Oh. Is that like the keys that nobody can find?
He
Like your glasses.
he found it in his pocket.
Oh my god.
You should have been there when he went to start it and got tap, 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 tap on something.
Exactly. I've seen those videos of guys. It's like they're training somebody and just behind their back 2 wrenches.
I've done that before.
It's fucking awesome.
It's mean, but it's so much fun.
It's awesome.
So much fun.
Oh my god. Do you remember your story?
No.
I just
I
wanted
forgot all
So
about it.
we're gonna move forward into some
I'm going to interrupt you again. Oh, wait, that was earlier. Never mind. Sorry.
some exciting news. We had talked about
What's the news?
I'm getting there.
Do you want me to interrupt him with it?
We had talked about the Top Tech
Where's
rewards
Eric again?
program, and so we have the Top Techs program through Ford,
I'm
and
so excited. Okay.
we talked about that last podcast,
Yes, we
right?
did.
Okay.
No, but whatever. I'm not the person.
Oh no, it was
to
2
consult
podcasts
for
ago,
the
I believe.
memory.
Anyway, I was really bitter when we talked about it last time because my dealership didn't want to participate in it and help technicians out. I realize it's a major investment, but it's an investment in the people that make you money. So so anyway,
But Mike, how does money in your pocket help me?
Yeah, and you would think a dealership would want to do it to give your techs
Incentive.
to work harder and
Yep.
do the training.
one would think.
That's your problem, Mike.
That's
You
true.
think.
A lot of people tell me that.
Well, I mean, with the shortage of techs and everything going on that everyone talks about, like you have to do something to incentivize your people to stay and not hop around.
Just like the late owner or one of the owners of my business, how he told me, Jake, your job is not to think, your job is to sell.
So the big news is that our dealership enrolled in the Top Techs program. So
Hooray! Woo!
congratulations for all techs at our dealership.
Nastasia's going to kick your ass.
Oh, yes,
You have a great opportunity to not only make money from Ford Motor Company, but also advance yourself as a technician. And I know Billy from Flat Rate Tech Podcast.
Yes. Dude, I love
sounds
you
like the
so
shop
I love
foreman
you.
talking. It sounds like manager talk right
I
there.
love you so much, man. What's
You know
up,
what?
Billy?
The best part is, Mike, I'm coming for your seat. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey,
That's what she said.
please take it. Please take it.
Yeah, Mike's gonna be.
Do you
service
see what I do?
director, and
You
you're gonna be.
You see what I do every
Maybe
day,
the
right?
shop
It's
would get stuff done if they were seeing a little this every day.
No, the
Kidding.
shop wouldn't get anything done if that was happening. Thank God the uniforms aren't flattering for any of us.
Except fake
Your
'em.
one coworker.
The competition, one I'm in a competition with. From
The pants. The guy who's smuggling 2 watermelons in his
The
pants.
guy who's smuggling 2
He
watermelons.
knows who he is.
Those 2 watermelons in your pants, you're just happy to see
you guy
me.
who know you are.
Hey, you guy, know who you are.
You know who you
Can you
are.
remove the beer from Allie,
Yeah.
please?
You want to know how much I've drank?
And the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So anyway, Top Tech Rewards Program. We're already enrolled. I've already signed up. I've maxed out on my points, 225 points for the month. Allegedly, I'm going to get a large amount of money at the end of the year. I'm very excited. It's great for the technicians. It's great for the dealership. It's great to not only retain the talent that we have and help them advance their own personal careers, but also attract new talent. So once again, to the people in charge that did that at my dealership, I really thank you. I thank you so much.
How many of there are you?
We have 24 technicians that
I
are
remembered from
enrolled
the
in the
other day.
program.
God, that sounds so nice.
A lot of them are lubrification specialists or used car technicians only that won't really necessarily be able to take advantage of the program.
They
They should.
You're a lube tech, Harry. Oh, my God.
Oh, I love some Harry Potter fandom. Okay.
I love Harry Potter.
Allie likes the one where I'm like, you're a Christian Harry.
So fucking funny.
Man, the one thing about that Top Tech enrollment that I've always thought about with, like you said, techs getting incentive to work harder, you get a little bit extra money in your pocket. The one thing that I'm waiting for one big corporation like that to do, besides that, hey, you can get a little bit more money in your pocket if you do this, you perform better. I'm waiting for one corporation to go one step further where that money that you earn, the tax is paid by the corporation.
So we had
Oh, because you'll have to do a
1099.
1099.
that's something that was brought up by some of the people in the forums that I'm on, the Ford forums that I'm on.
Could you imagine how many people would flock to work for a company like that for not even your whole entire earnings, but something where it's like, here's your incentive to incentivize you to earn more money. And on top of that, even if you have to hit a certain number for them to do that, you do this good and you get this much money and we'll pay the gift tax.
Yeah. I mean, that could be something that you could work out with a dealer, if it came down to, your taxes and you get your 1099 or whatever for that specific thing. That's all very dealer specific. But again, I just
But
think
you're
it's a
still
great
making
program.
money regardless of if you have to pay taxes on it.
Regardless.
Would you,
No,
okay,
I hate that.
so you get $12,000 and you got to pay, $1,200 and you got to pay $200 in taxes. Do you want $1,000 or not? You get,
Oh, sure.
you get $600 and you have to pay $300 in taxes. Do you want $300? It's money there for you, and the dealership is invested in you. Why not invest in the dealership or at least recuperate some of that money?
Well, it's really an investment
free.
in yourself.
It's
because you
free.
can take that anywhere. Like if you wanted.
You can take those Ford certifications anywhere that you go. Some of us have been at multiple Ford dealerships.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Congratulations on the new job, Sean.
oh yes, and Mr. Sean Lifter.
Congrats, bud.
Yeah, congrats, buddy.
GM.
Our buddy
GM again.
Our buddy moved out to another state. He left the beautiful state of California with the land of fruits and nuts, and he's
And
off to
liberals.
greener pastures.
That's the nuts.
That's the nuts.
We wish him and his wife
Hey, guys.
and his
children.
family all of the best of luck. They all
Yes.
have new jobs, new schools, new lives.
Have fun, y'all.
They have a lot of stuff, I know, because I personally packed all of it in pods. But
Is that who they use was pods?
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We got 3 big pods delivered, one every weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, I canceled my camping trip with the boys to go move that.
You're a good friend.
You are.
Well, no, they have a deadline. I don't have a deadline for camping.
Thanks for helping us move.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
She's being severely facetious.
You know.
I helped you install floors.
Yes, you did.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I now have a new skill thanks to you.
I taught a man to fish.
Yes.
I'd rather.
You taught a man to floor.
And now I will.
There you go.
And now I will eat fish.
Sitting on the floor.
I just also want, somebody had made fun of the board earlier, and I also wanted to say, you notice how all of this has been tangents. We're 28 minutes in right now, and none of this is usable.
Actually, it says 30 and 13, 14.
That's not true.
I have the
That's
real
not
one.
true.
No,
like
this is all
80% of
great.
it is
Yeah.
usable.
Well, we have a few minutes to burn left.
Right.
We have a couple more topics on the board. Do you want to go al fresco or whatever they say?
Outside?
No.
Al fresco?
What's
Alfredo, chicken Alfredo.
Al dente? Cooked just right?
to the tooth? You want to go?
A la mode?
Sorry, I'm having a
Alfonso.
blank.
Alfred.
Off a
Are we done?
Are we
Does
done?
anybody have anything that they want to talk about? Or do we want to go off the board?
Well,
We can go
let's
off.
go off the board.
We can go off of the corporate, that whole thing. That's a quick,
yeah.
easy
Okay, so
topic.
This is something that happened like
I
in
love that.
passing
Yeah.
today. Do we want to give it more time?
That's fine. We got it.
Yeah, go for it.
So I was talking to my coworker April today, and she
Not
was,
May or June?
Or, no, just April. And she's never heard that before. I'm sure that she thinks that that's
My
very,
name's
very funny.
September.
And she was talking about
Sorry, I
how
can't be Eric Mike.
she was sitting downstairs doing cashiering because staffing and COVID, and everyone up doing the business office stuff is always filling in for other people because they're not there, whatever.
Right.
And she had a customer that was basically bitching to her about how, as Volkswagen, you guys should make these changes and like on the corporate level. And but I don't think that some customers understand that we're like a partner, we're a dealer,
We're
not
a franchise.
we're not
yeah.
a corporate. Like we do not work. The person writing my check is not Volkswagen, it is not Mazda, it's a small dealership. In some cases there are corporate bigger dealerships,
Right.
but I just think that that's so interesting.
The people we represent are that company. However, we are not that company.
The thing that I like to tell customers is, when they tell us, well, I don't know why Ford's not helping me out. And I tell them all the time, this is literally the 1-800 number. And when you call the 1-800 number, you have more power as the consumer, as the customer,
As I do.
as the end, product result buyer than I do. And if you go and you raise a storm with them, they would probably be more, depending upon all your scores and stuff like that, background information.
A lot of the times they just want you to shut up.
Well, you know what? Honestly, Ford really does stand by their product. And if you call in, if the dealership can't help you because it's within their warranty and policy procedures, it's out of warranty or it's not warranted or whatever, then, you call corporate and they will actually help you out.
Yep.
But you as a consumer have more power than us as the franchisee of this, company. It's kind of incredible, actually.
It's the exact same thing that I and the other riders tell our customers too. I'm like that.
It's the truth. It's not a lie.
That 1-800 number that is on that wall right there. Call it. Give the whole story. We always tell them we can't promise what'll happen, but it's better than you. That exact sob story to us.
Don't tell it to me. Tell it to
Right.
these people.
We-
These people have the power to do something.
Because
I do not.
I
Right.
cannot do it. Like I've had
And-
customers
yep.
call me and say, well, I know that the policy is that it's 3 years, 36,000 miles or whatever, but
I'm only 1,000 miles over.
Can't you make an exception? I can't. Like
My hands are tied, but these people's aren't.
there are cases of goodwill, but again, like I personally
Those are
am not
few
the
and far
person.
between,
Correct.
and there's an allotted amount per
Customer per year. kilometer per vehicle, et cetera.
Oh
et cetera,
my gosh!
et
And
cetera.
once a customer has been given goodwill once, I've had issues with that too. So we've actually
Give a mouse a cookie.
yeah, absolutely.
I expect this what you gave me a rental last time. That was because you begged and pleaded and you did your thing and you said that you had all these extenuating circumstances, but I can't do that every time. That came out of my pocket as goodwill to you. That's not what Ford's doing for you. If you want to call Ford and add a plan on for rental coverage, you're more than welcome to.
Yep.
But it's not the dealership's responsibility to give you a car. We are a dealership, an independent franchise. It's not Ford Motor Company. It's us.
Yep.
So that doesn't come out of our bottom line. It's not our job to give you a car or be responsible to find transportation for you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that we do tell the customers is when you call that number, whatever you do not tell them we told you to call. 'Cause
No.
Oh yeah.
They
That's true,
do
too.
not like that.
Yeah.
One bit.
Well,
We'll finish that thought. That's fine.
so the whole thing.
What did you have for lunch today?
Rice and pork.
Rice and pork?
Oh my god,
it's-
so good. Jake, why did you do this?
Okay, continue.
Okay, so
But what'd you have to drink?
Rice and
the
pork.
whole thing with
Was it good?
making sure that the customer knows like this is a one-time goodwill gesture.
You put
It
that
is
shit on the
so
RO.
important to include that on the RO because when they're like,
Word for
well,
word.
you
Yep.
did it the one time. Oh, well,
Correct.
if you don't mind looking at your customer copy, it states right there that
This
it was
is the
one
one
time,
time.
out of warranty.
That
blah,
one
blah, blah,
time you did it
legal,
for
blah,
me.
blah, blah.
Exactly. That one time.
Yeah.
And Mike, but since you jingled the keys, it's a dish that my mom makes. She takes a
crock pot jam,
pork loin and she does it with
not a literal jam.
right. She does it with cranberries and French onion like salad dressing. Lets it cook all day and then you put it over like buttered rice. It's amazing.
Well, anything in butter is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Have you ever tried butter on a Pop-Tart?
Have you ever tried butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good.
All right, so we're gonna go to break. This stage, it's from a show called Family Guy. It's an animated television show on a network called Fox. It's on TV. It's that square or rectangular
Sponsored
box.
by Family Guy
You're such a dick.
on Fox at 7 p.m.
She's
Monday
been
through
dishing
Friday.
it out to me all
I know.
night. Okay. Anyway,
but look at her and look at you.
I'm the bully now. Great.
You know what? I am a girl and I'm very sensitive.
The previous part was
delicate
caught on camera.
flower.
We got to go to break.
Part was cut on camera.
We got to go to break. We're going to thank our sponsors. We love all of our listeners. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will be back momentarily.
Happy 50th episode.
Mike, what are you eating? That looks amazing.
Oh, this? It's just a delicious El Snor burrito from El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Is that nacho cheese sauce and hot Cheetos?
Nacho cheese, hot Cheetos, and their mouth-watering carne asada. And I'm dipping it in their creamy guac.
Creamy guac. Yum.
Giggity.
I guess this is a great time to remind everyone that if they're ever in the Inland Empire area, visit Ray at El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Yeah, totally. Check them out on Facebook.com/Ranchito Elsinore.
Or on their Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
Now I want me some Elsinore burrito and some of that creamy guac.
Giggity.
I can always give you some of my creamy guac, Jake. Just ask.
El Ranchito Taco Shop, Lake Elsinore.
More than just great Mexican food.
I'm deaf.
What? Twat, did you say?
What did you say?
Yeah, that's a little
I
bit of my
can't
bad.
hear you.
Oh, I was going to say that part. I want that mug so
What has
bad.
come on with you?
I'm in danger.
What are you chicken?
What's up, everybody?
Diddle, 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 diddle.
What is up, everybody? This is Customer States Podcast.
And we're back.
And welcome back. And we want to thank all of our sponsors, Travis Ferris from Hit Distributing, supplying Justice Brothers products, Nick Lowridge from Matco Tools,
Nick.
and Ray Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop, Lake Elsinore. Thank you guys so much. I also want to give a big shout out. Again, this is our 50th episode.
Norm!
So I want to give a big shout out to Norm, to Dale,
Yes.
and Tyler and Jean-Luc. And of course, Aaron.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Aaron.
Hey, come
All
on.
of our listeners, thank you guys so much for supporting the podcast.
We love you
Yeah,
all. We really, really do.
Yeah, we do. We can't do it without you, and we do it for you. So we love it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into our next second half of the podcast. And we had a very interesting video that occurred on. We posted a video on the social media, and basically what had occurred was the customer comes in and says, customer states, "Oh, there's a noise that sounds like, how was it stated? A noise that sounds like two ferrets going at it." So I go out and I drive this vehicle, and sure as shit, there's a noise there. And so I go to pick up Eric, and I say, "Hey,
Wait. Was it a forgotten noise?
oh my God, did we forget to do a
Oh
crack?
my God.
Thank you, Anastasia.
No way.
Anastasia.
Oh my God. Anastasia. Hashtag sell the bell. I have messed this whole thing up right now.
And
Crack.
It's a beautiful thing.
cocktail. Mango cocktail.
Really good cocktail.
Wait.
So,
Oh my gosh, if you have misophonia, you do not listen to this podcast.
Went down the
Can
wrong
we
Oh
pipe.
no, Jake has a drinking problem.
can we stop with the mouth noises into the podcast microphones?
I'm seriously joking.
Are you? Do you need the Heimlich?
No.
I know what it's on.
What? Oh, Jesus. She means penis.
Okay, drive shaft noise video posted on the social medias,
Was Facebook and Instagram
Facebook and Instagram.
Sounds like
And-
two ferrets fucking.
Yeah,
going at it.
going at it. And literally, all of a sudden, you're driving at 30 to 40 miles an hour down the street, and you hear, and that's literally
One more
what
time.
it's. And that's literally what it sounded like. And I couldn't believe it because I went back and I brought Eric in the vehicle and I took him down the road and I said, "Hey, listen, you have to listen to this noise. This is the craziest thing you'll ever hear."
One more time.
No, I'm not doing it now.
I did it.
But
Thank you.
so we took it back and we put it up on the rack and I needed. Oh,
What is that?
I'm sorry. That's a mistake. That's my cell phone. We're actually. Oh, it's Eric calling. Let's hold on. Let's see if we can say hi to Eric. Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Coming to you live from the Las Vegas Strip in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Eric.
Our special correspondent, Eric Montenegro.
That's it. I'm here. It's me.
Happy
Who are you?
50th episode.
Happy 50th episode, guide.
Why can't you be
That
here,
is
bud?
awesome. Oh my God, I wish I was.
Well,
had
we kind
to,
of wish we were with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're.
we would be having lots of fun here. I had to
I'm
take David over
jealous.
here for his birthday.
Oh,
happy birthday,
Happy
David.
birthday,
Happy
David.
birthday, David.
Oh, you got a birthday wish on the podcast. He says, "Thank you," and he waved at you guys.
Hello.
We definitely saw that way. We're waving back.
I'm doing the Forrest Gump.
So we were talking about the noise specifically from the drive train that the
Oh, the one of two ferrets fucking?
Yes. Oh my God, Eric, I love you, man.
That's what Jake said.
I said word for word, two ferrets fucking.
Yeah.
Could you make the noise for us, please?
Do it. Which is the same noise that I made.
Yep.
But Eric's did sound pretty close to the owl from Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, Hedwig.
Another
Yes,
Harry
yes.
Potter reference.
All night long.
This is a very
You're a
heavy
wizard, Harry.
You're a
I think we got a little.
lunatic.
we got a little derailed here.
You're a
Pun
Luke Deck
intended.
Harry.
That's on brand.
Yeah. You obviously didn't listen to the first half of the podcast, which hasn't come out yet.
Oh God.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
you're going to be back next week, right?
Possibly.
Yes. No.
Possibly.
You're going to be back next week.
Yes, I'll be back next week.
And that's when Eric quit the podcast.
Nastasia's done a great job filling in for you. I don't want to say that there's pressure in your seat, but hey, bud.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm glad there isn't any like dead silences or anything like that.
Oh
No,
No, by no means.
In fact, there's a lot of stuff I have to cut out.
Oh, jeez. We all know that Mike is the
Secrets.
king of editing.
Yep. It's nice to have another lady on the podcast.
Ew, you mean a different lady?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Isn't that what? Oh.
I love you too.
Oh
I
my
love
god.
you guys.
We love
Well, that's
you.
awesome. I love you guys too. I wish I could be there. Hello to all our listeners. Thank you again for tuning in this week. We really appreciate it.
Oh, well,
We do it for you.
Yes, we do.
Y'all.
Thank you for that. We do care a lot.
We do care a lot. Yes, we do. All right, guys. Well, thanks again. Appreciate it.
Have
Thanks
fun
for
out
filling
there.
in, Nasty Asia.
Nasty Asia.
We'll chat soon.
Take care, bud.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye, buddy.
Love you.
Love you.
you.
Love you.
Love you. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
I'm waiting for a text to come through on Allie's phone like, you bitch.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will.
Screenshots to follow, depending on what videos Eric has sent me prior to his text.
So, yes. Anyway, we did have that experience between Eric and I, and it was a very hilarious noise.
Wait.
The experience with the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
And the noise concern.
Okay.
What
And
got me is the rustling of your jacket. Wait.
it's very dramatic when the windbreaker makes its noise. Okay, note to former guests or future guests: no windbreaker material things.
Or jingly.
These are very fancy microphones. They pick up everything.
Oh my gosh, that was Nastasia.
Even though they don't have hands.
Oh my god. Ba-boom.
Well, Eric's not here to do stupid dad jokes.
You mean the
Daddy.
Daddy.
Please note on the podcast, Nastasia showed her tattoo in her lip. It says Daddy.
I'm sorry.
Is that okay to be on the
yes,
podcast? Okay.
absolutely.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Daddy, can I have some sausage?
Oh my god, I
But
was just
Daddy, I love him.
Oh, man.
So we had another 10R80 flat toe victim.
A what?
What is? Oh
Wait,
no!
Remember from the
The
podcast last
flat
week?
toe.
Oh, the flat toe. Gotcha,
10R80,
gotcha. Yep.
transmission. So this time it's
How
another
bad?
expedition, and it was worse than the first one
Oh, geez.
of the expedition that I saw. So that's a total of 3 flat toe victims.
Do you have
Count 'em,
carnage
3.
pictures?
I do, and I will share them with you guys. We're going through some stuff right now, so I can't share them with everybody else.
Oh, I got it.
But yeah, it's pretty bad. And again, Fort has that global service bulletin out that says, look for these signs. If you have these signs, it was flat toed improperly. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's not warranty.
Yep.
Help the customer figure out with their insurance company. I had to deal with the customer today on the phone and spoke to him for about 20 minutes after first of all researching the vehicle and researching how to flat tow it, all those things, and then having to talk on the phone with the customer. The customer keeps telling me all these times, well, it went into park on its own. Well, how do you know it went into park on its own? We didn't have any DTCs for anything with the shifter thing. Well, it was flashing P when I got back in the vehicle after the rear wheels locked up. Well, yeah, it flashes P when there's an issue with the transmission, and that, that's like a fail-safe thing.
That's
And-
your car letting you know it has to go potty.
and again, you had mentioned 5 of the 6 criterias for improperly flat towing your vehicle. I mean, it didn't happen in the 20 miles of driving around town. It happened in the 600 something mile straight shot that you did. I don't know what to tell you.
Isn't that funny how customer pay writes itself?
It's
but it's going to be a sticky situation
his whole
the
thing,
customer's saying that it went into park.
It went into park on its own. And the way that he knew that is because when he was in stop and go traffic, all of a sudden the rear wheels locked up on his vehicle. But that was after a 600 something mile run. Like, yeah, I'm sure the wheels locked up after the metal became less molten. Right. So
what does it mean when my hubs go red?
Yeah, right. So I mean,
but it's so pretty.
And the problem is like I can't.
Ooh, the colors.
You know, we try to tell the customer, look, you know, there's this. Ford put out these videos on YouTube. Oh, I'm not looking on the internet. It should be in the workshop manual, or you know, in the owner's manual rather. And I said, I understand that, but Ford has also made these videos. Well, I don't trust anything on the internet. I said, no, these videos are made by Ford. It's Ford videos, and they're specific to your vehicle in your model year. And it has pictures of how to do everything and step by step. You know, it's a 2 minute and 16 second video for your vehicle to put it in a flat toe mode. It's complicated. I don't even remember all the steps, and I watched it once. So, I mean, it's something that, you know, has to be done perfectly right every single time. I'm not saying that you did something wrong.
You just didn't do it right.
But maybe the one time that you did it, it didn't completely go all the way in because you missed one single step in this thing. It's not up for me to decide that you did it wrong. It's up for me to find out that there's damage here that looks like it was improperly towed. And boom, my hands are out of it. This is my diagnosis, and it's now off to somebody else who gets paid more than me to make these decisions.
Right.
And it's a hard spot to put me as a technician, and then the customer and the dealership in.
Yep.
It's unfortunate, but it happens.
Yeah. Like you don't get any pleasure in saying like, sorry, you fucked up your car.
Listen, I fixed the vehicle, and I could have easily just put a transmission in it and been done with it. But when that transmission gets called back to Ford to be inspected, and they look at it and they say, well,
debit.
Holy shit, this looks like it was flat towed improperly.
Samantha will be calling you like, what the fuck, Michael?
We get charged back. I get blackballed, called back from another episode, you know, so yeah, it's not good. You know, you have to protect yourself as a technician. You have to protect your dealership. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it other than just fixing the car.
What are the steps that you have to do to put it?
He doesn't remember.
Oh my God.
Even slightly what you have to do.
So it's a key cycle. You have to press your foot on and off the brake pedal a couple times. Then you put the rotary dial switch into neutral. Then you have to press a button to press confirm for neutral. You have to put the transfer case in 2 high mode. Then there's in the message screen, there's like another button that you have to push. Then you have to like cycle the key, or not the key, but like the push button thing another couple times. And then a message pops up on the dash if you've done it properly. It says transmission or transfer case in neutral and flat toe mode enabled or whatever. Wow. It's 2 minutes and 16 seconds. And it's not, a bunch of filler in between. I mean, it's
step by step by step.
And the customer is telling me that, I read the owner's manual. Nobody reads their owner's manual. Dude, you did not read the owner's manual. I mean, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but if you tell me that, you did something and it's very obvious that you didn't, I'm sorry. And he was trying to tell me that the whole point of the failure was that it went into park while he was in stop and go traffic and he drove and he dragged the vehicle. I said, listen, if it went into park when you were in stop and go traffic and you dragged the vehicle, we'd have different types of failures. We wouldn't have burnt fluid. We wouldn't have had a quart and a half missing of burnt off fluid that's all crusted on top of the transmission. All these burnt metal and burnt plastic, burnt rubber pieces. It's very obvious. It's not up for me to like tell you one way or the other. This is just the findings that I have. That's what it is. So it's a tight spot. Yeah.
That sounds.
Have you seen that video that floats around online every once in a while where it's the guy, he takes the dipstick out of the actual engine and it starts shooting water out of it. And in the background, you hear his buddy go, well, that's what's wrong with it. It's out of gas. Oh, my God. Dude, that's crazy to think there's that many steps to get the car into a specific mode to allow it to do that.
It's not, I'm not the most technically savvy person when it comes to like computers and stuff like that.
That's a little ridiculous though.
But it's complicated, but it's a very advanced vehicle. It's not like an old, 80s era Jeep. You just put it in neutral and put the transfer case in neutral. Right. Like there's like steps to do.
It's the No.
Expedition.
Expedition.
Yeah.
Right.
We have 2 expeditions in the shop and 1 Ranger.
Gotcha.
And they all have the exact same 10R80 transmission in them. And it's not a problem with the transmission because that transmission is in a ton of other vehicles. And all the other expeditions in F-150s and Explorers and everything else in the shop doesn't have this problem. It's only the ones with the tow hooks on them.
Does Ford still use Dana rear ends?
Well, it's not
Yes,
going to
they
be
do.
like that in future
And front ends.
generations.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's a fucking great rear end.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Dana Systems.
What? Oh, so Jake and I wanted to tell this story really quick. We got to do a little coffee date today during lunch.
Yes.
So there's like a Starbucks right around the corner that's finally open because they all have COVID.
No landmarks.
And it wasn't open for like a while. And we were on our way back with our little drinks for our coworkers, and we see what's the SUV cop car that like
Explorer?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was
Tahoe. Suburban.
Suburban. Thank you.
Okay, we see one of the suburban sheriff vehicles
the boy
leaving
that-
our dealership. And
I'm like,
Oh, drama.
yeah, exactly. I was all like, I look at her, I'm like, why are the cops leaving our dealership again?
Again.
yeah, we've had a customer.
Again?
We've not a customer. We've had a old employee that stole a vehicle for like several months, and we didn't realize like that they had it. First of all, no one realized it was gone.
There was
it was
a-
a loaner vehicle.
There was also that one.
And then we reported it stolen,
Yep.
and then it turns out they got pulled over in the car, and they were one of our employees.
Yep. And then there was that one time where somebody threatened the owner, right? And the cops had to be called.
The cops get called from time to time because customers get irate from time to. It's rare.
I've called the cops quite a few times at the dealership.
You know how many cop cars we have at our dealership?
A lot.
All the time?
A lot.
A
You
lot.
service them.
Yeah, we service them. Yeah, it's a little different.
We do?
So
Well, we try to.
Just kidding.
Oh, just kidding. We love the police.
So
Hi,
this
Scott.
time, this time it was because
Hi, Spencer.
someone who knows, maybe it was one of our vendors or something.
Wow.
Used one of our old checks and started writing checks in our company's name.
Yep. Using
No.
So we have like
using old check numbers and writing them.
big bank fraud going on right
That
now.
is huge.
Yeah.
You know who I think it is? I think it's
Don't say.
the gentleman who passed away's wife.
I don't think so.
If you just break the case on Customer States podcast, do we get a reward? If so, drinks are on whatever county
But
sheriff's department.
are they wearing glasses? Oh, do they have
To
a
the
mustache?
Okay, so
Gay!
Hashtag sell them out.
Love you, Eric.
So, that was a kind of big deal that was happening lately. And our bank, like, whoa, we're going to take care of everything. Like,
That was a lie.
Anyways, the bank's being really shitty because of this whole situation. We're actually thinking about switching banks now.
Thank
It's a
God.
possibility. But all of this is going on, and now we're trying to recoup our money from the fraud department of the bank. And they're like, okay, so what's the police department or the
police report
the police
number.
report number? And my office manager is like,
What do you mean?
you never said that I should do that. Like, you said you were handling everything. So that's why the cops were there, because she had to do the police report.
Oh my God.
And
right?
it was Spencer, by the way.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it wasn't. I asked her.
It
and
wasn't Spencer?
him.
Sure looked like
No,
Spencer.
It wasn't him. And so that reminds me, we actually got. So I want everyone to send us your dealership tea. I want to know the drama and crazy, like, spill the tea. It's like what the kids say about the gossip.
Oh, I've never heard that
Mike's
expression
making
before.
a face like, what the fuck does that mean?
We call it
what?
spill the beans.
Yeah,
Well, she
spill
doesn't
the
know what a
beans.
TV set is or anything like that, so you still have to
She's
give
on
her
the
some space.
TikTok. She knows.
She's on the talks.
Give us the gossip.
Yeah, I want to know about like the crazy shit that has happened at your dealership.
Did the
You do not have
FBI
to
show
say
up?
your
The
name.
National Guard? Joe Biden?
Speaking of the FBI, I have a little bit of listener mail.
Remember to leave out what
yes,
you need
got
to.
it. So this is from Travis, And we were going back and forth about a previous episode, and he had mentioned that at a previous dealer that he worked for, within 2 weeks of working there, he's working, and in the middle of the job, he goes to the showroom and comes to find the DEA, the FBI, and the ATF.
It's the fucking trifecta, man.
Along with the local authorities, completely swarming the dealership. They block all the exits, and they're just doing like a full-on raid of the dealership. So apparently at the end of this,
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Oh my God. You heard it here.
I can't touch anything.
Okay, so they end up rounding up like 6 of the employees. Most of them are in sales.
Go figure.
But the ringleader was the owner's son. And it turns out that they're selling like a shit ton of Oxycontin out of the dealership, using it as a front. So
Not the back.
Yeah.
Welcome to Pharma Ford.
Oh my God.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
So he goes on to say that it was just like a wild intro into the first, like, his first 2 weeks of working at a dealership. So if you have stories like this, or if like your owners slept with like your wife or something, I don't know, let me know. I want to know about your dealership drama. Dealership drama. We all have it.
I will send somebody $10 again for the best story you give me for good gossip spill.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Good story. My decision.
That's subjective, though. So my decision.
I was going to say
Jake's decision.
My decision.
Okay.
Jake's decision. I will send somebody $10 whose ever story wins that for that.
Okay.
Best
For
gossip
the
story.
best gossip.
Yeah. Got to be some juice.
Give us the tea, the juice, the beans.
I'll remember this for.
And I've been up and down, around the block a few times. So
Have you?
yes,
Up,
It looks like it.
down.
street corners, blocks, back of save-ons. So I will send $10 to whoever I feel wins that competition.
So hit us up, Facebook Messenger,
Write
Instagram.
a story that Jake would like.
That I would like.
Okay, let's like
Write
try
a
and
story,
keep it
a
real.
warranty story.
Oh yeah, say customer states, why did you sleep with my wife?
Oh my God.
Verified sleeping with customer's wife.
Customer states that
Performed.
bitch took the dog.
Inspected and verified.
Performed road test.
You're allowed to come back anytime.
Come back.
Like Kim Kardashian.
Oh my God.
That's a
I don't get it.
you haven't seen.
Ooh, she's a spitter.
As Eric would say, it's spitters or quitters.
Yes. What's
Ladies don't spit.
What's the actor's name? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That Chris Pratt. That
Okay.
whole episode of Community where it's all like, we want to hear about your comeback, and he's like, oh, you mean like Kim Kardashian? They're like, that's not really a comeback story. He's like, I'm pretty sure she got cum on her back.
Okay. You gotta edit that out.
Maybe we'll become
man.
famous for it.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So about the car show podcast that we have.
Oh, yeah. Cars.
I have an interesting story.
Is it the tail lamp?
gossipy?
Yeah, it's a quick one. It was from a few weeks ago, but we never got a chance to go to it. So I'm going to go to it right now.
About a week ago.
We go.
So the previous owner of the dealership, like, he still owns the land that the dealership's on, but he owns
Such
the
a
whole.
smart business move.
Oh,
Yeah.
again, we're 2 for 2.
Oh my goodness.
Neuralink.
Are we gonna have to buy
Metaverse.
another microphone? Are we gonna have to have a 5-person podcast from now on? Oh my god. So the previous owner of the dealership, he has a Ford GT. It's the 2005 through 2008 model, so it's like the GT40
Yep.
Looking thing.
Yep.
And the technician who normally works on his car isn't there, and so it goes to the only
La-di-da.
other person that either he trusted or is certified or whatever to work on it.
Was it
and
you?
It was me.
Spoiler.
And the thing is that the service advisor says, he says that the left rear taillight is out. He just wants the bulb replaced. I said, well, this isn't a Mustang. This isn't an Explorer. It's a GT. It may not have a serviceable bulb. Let me just take a look and see what's going on. Let's make sure it's not rats or something that's been eaten on it, because it's got 5,000 miles on it. It doesn't get driven. So I start peeling apart the panels and stuff like that. And if anybody's ever worked, anybody out there that's ever actually worked on a Ford GT of that vintage knows you're very nervous around it, because it's a very high dollar car, and all of the people that own those are not the people that you want to make a fingerprint on their car in the wrong area.
They're Karen and what did we name her husband earlier?
Keith.
Karen and Keith.
Keith.
Oh no, that's actually this is not his name. But anyway, so I start tearing apart the car a little bit to gain access to the tail lamp area. I said, you know what? Before I get too deep into this, let me just go look and see in parts if the bulb is even like a normal bulb, or if it's just the whole housing. So I go in and I get with parts, and they say, oh no, it's the whole housing, and it's about $2,000. $2,000 for the single
Just the
rear
housing.
tail lamp assembly. It's a tail lamp, reverse thing, and turn signal bulb housing all in one little, big circle.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, that's what I always think about those Cadillac SUVs with the really, really long taillights. Like, how much do those cost?
Okay, so get this. So I go up and I tell the service advisor, I said, hey, listen, I mean, if it's really this problem, we're looking at $2,000. He said, well,
Escalate.
it's not like he's not going to fix
No,
the car.
the GT.
So just get it coming. I said, well, let me dig a little bit deeper into it.
That's what she said.
So I start with actually diagnosing the car and not taking for granted or taking word for word what the advisor or what the customer writes down. And I have, I get my stop stick out and like a throttle depressor, and I go and activate all the lights on the car. And it turns out that it's not the rear tail lamp that's out. It's the front turn signal bulb, which is totally like a $3.30 bulb.
That's why it's so important
To verify
the concern.
We're three.
Damn, girls, you are on top of it tonight.
Well,
seriously, that's like some synchronicity. That's great. The kicker to this, though, is that I've done work on GTs before, but I've never pulled out a headlamp in these things before. What, Jake? What did I miss?
Pulled out.
and then you said head.
Thank you.
So I've never pulled out a turn
I
signal in one of these
apologize.
cars before. And so, like an idiot, I go read the workshop manual just to be sure that I'm not going to break anything on this $200,000 car, right? With that you can't get parts for.
Right.
So I read the workshop manual to remove the fender liner to gain access to the back of the headlamp to replace the bulb. And it says remove these like 13, they're basically, I call them scrivets. They're like a little push pin with a little threaded end that goes through it. Okay, so you remove all these things and some other little fasteners and stuff like that. And then it says, firmly with the palm of your hand, push this way, and it's got a picture. It's
with
like
an arrow in the arm.
yeah, and it's like like punch this way into the thing to remove the liner from this side, and then do the same thing on the other side to remove the liner from the back side, and then rotate it down. I was like, whoa, I am not punching this $200,000 car right now. So I found a way to sneak it out, and I feel very
Accomplished.
Yeah, very accomplished that I was able to flat rate that and not cause any damage to this car that I personally know the gentleman that owns it, and did not damage this car.
Yeah.
Pretty big deal to fuck up the landlord's $200,000 car.
Hey, he and I have a history. We go way back. I mean, he was the guy that helped me get hired at the shop. So
Really?
yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
A great gentleman.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So we've got enough time to do listener mail.
So we have one more.
Oh, okay.
One more thing. Then that's listener mail. I don't have time to do the key jingle. Hold on. Wait. We'll get to it. No. We don't have time. We don't have
Jingle
time.
your keys, quick. There we go.
Okay. So we all love our good friend Aaron.
Aaron. on, Aaron.
He's he's
buddy.
been kind of silent as of recently, which was uncharacteristic of him. And he's gone through a little bit of a rough time, but we are all sending our good prayers and
We
good
love you,
thoughts
buddy.
and good vibes and good intentions and
Absolutely.
whatever else good that we can send through the metasphere. Or
We're
whatever
sending
wanna call
you
it.
this,
Metaverse.
these
Metaverse, thank you.
healing sounds right now.
Oh yes,
Yep.
Hashtag
Don't
sell
you
the
feel
bell.
better already? Oh, and the nails.
but
I love that sound, you guys. I don't know why.
so
You're weird.
I am weird.
he did send us a little bit of a surprise, and this is a surprise to everybody else in the podcast.
Yeah.
And I will be introducing these things into the podcast at some point, but I wanted to give everybody a little bit of a teaser as to what Aaron has provided for us in his downtime, because he loves the podcast and we love him so much.
We do.
So without further ado, if this works, I'm going to go ahead and play this one.
Hey, Mike, why don't you just go get you a turkey sandwich, huh?
If you're new here,
Oh my
Mike gets a turkey
God.
sandwich every single day for lunch from the same place.
And it's the same sandwich.
I'm pretty sure that if he didn't get a sandwich, like they would call him and be like, "Are you
Are you
okay?"
okay? Do we need to call the police?
Hey, because them's words. What are you going to do about it, Allie? What are you going to do about it? Huh? Sit down.
Oh, dude. Hey, Aaron's the best.
Hey, yeah, I mean, we have so many great listeners and so many great followers. We really appreciate the interaction. We're going to do more of this, but we need your help. Send us the listener mails. Send us the voice memos.
Be
send
more
us your
like
pictures.
AA Ron.
Be more like AA Ron. You can easily reach us at customerstatespodcast@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, Customer States Podcast. Search for us on YouTube, Customer States Podcast.
It's an ellipsis.
Customer States podcast. That's the way that it goes.
Yes.
Twitter and Instagram, customer_states. We have anchor.fm, Customer States podcast. There's so many ways to reach us. Please just reach out. We love you guys.
We get messages all the
We
time.
care
from
a
you
lot.
guys. We care a lot. We get
man.
messages from you guys all the time saying how we make your day, and when we hear from you, it makes our day. And I'm sure that when you guys interact with the podcast and we get to read your stuff, that makes the other listeners super happy too. So it's all about us. It's all about all the same shit that we're going through. So please let us know what's going on and send us your hot goss.
We need the gossip for sure.
The
We need all
goss.
the dealership drama. And again, I can't stress enough that stickers are still 50% off on the website, which is customerstatespodcast.com. Also, hashtag sell the bell is still on there.
Yes.
I'm also working on like a t-shirt deal. I really want to do t-shirts.
Okay.
If anybody out there wants t-shirts, let me know. We can maybe do like a little pre-order. But yeah, it's been a super great podcast. Does anybody else have anything to add? Nastasia, you've been awful quiet right now. You're just sitting there twirling your hair. I'm sorry. What's going on? What are you thinking about?
I have other things on my mind.
Yeah, you're trying to disappear in that camouflage windbreaker.
Oh my God.
So, make sure to send us your listener mail, send us your hot goss. And if you guys have anybody that you know that makes music, we need theme song music. So, like,
my
send
goodness.
us,
Yeah,
send them
please.
our way, please. Also,
Oops.
Stop rubbing.
is it time?
Yes.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Kevin just said love you in case you didn't hear.
Oh, we heard.
Bye. Love you.
Hi, this is Mike Serra from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then You can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.